On the Hobo road, I roll alone. Stars above me.
Welcome back, my preparedness paranoid pavement pirates, my backup plan building backpack bandits, my contingency crafting concrete chameleons. Hobo Yeti here from a parking lot that looks like it survived 3 different decades and kept all the worst parts, currently negotiating with a shopping cart that squeaks like it's filing complaints with upper management. Today, we're diving into a beautiful contradiction, the homeless prepper, the individual who plans for disasters while actively living inside one that doesn't come with an off switch. It's like building a lifeboat while already in the water, calmly labeling supplies as the waves ask uncomfortable questions. You want redundancy, backups, layers of readiness, but gravity, weight, and reality keep trimming your ambitions like an overzealous barber with trust issues. 1. Stockpiling versus carrying capacity. A prepper wants layers of supplies, backups for the backups, a comforting pile of just in case. A homeless prepper, though, has to carry every just in case on their spine or wheels, turning preparedness into a strict negotiation with physics. You don't just store items. You argue with them about their right to exist in your pack. Nothing tests your priorities like deciding which essential gets evicted at mile 3. 2. Redundancy versus weight betrayal. In prepper logic, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. In homeless logic, 2 is also heavier, slower, and slightly insulting when your knees start filing complaints. Redundancy sounds brilliant until it begins dragging behind you like a stubborn philosophy that refuses to lighten up. At some point, your backup plan becomes the thing you need a backup plan for. 3. Bug out mindset versus already bugged out. Preppers imagine the moment they'll need to leave quickly, grab gear, and head out into uncertainty. A homeless prepper wakes up already in that scenario, coffee optional, exit plan ongoing. The what if becomes right now. Without the dramatic music or tidy checklist, you can't bug out if you never bugged in. 4. Gear organization versus chaos diplomacy. Preppers love order, labeled bins, categorized supplies, everything in its place like a well-behaved spreadsheet. A homeless prepper attempts this briefly before reality rearranges everything through motion, weather, and the mysterious disappearance of items that definitely existed yesterday. Organization is just chaos that hasn't happened yet. 5. Long-term planning versus daily improvisation. Preparedness often focuses on long timelines, weeks, months, scenarios stretching into the unknown future. Homeless survival compresses that timeline into hours and days, forcing constant adaptation. Planning still exists, but it gets rewritten frequently by circumstances that didn't RSVP. Your 5-year plan politely steps aside for your 5-hour problem. 6. Shelter strategy versus shelter reality. Preppers design shelter systems, durable, reliable, often static. A homeless prepper builds temporary solutions, adjusting constantly based on environment, visibility, and conditions. Shelter becomes less about permanence and more about not being noticed while existing in it. The best shelter is the one nobody realizes is there. 7. Food security versus food probability. Stockpiled food offers predictability and control. On the road, food becomes a shifting variable, sometimes planned, sometimes found, always uncertain. The idea of supply transforms into a series of opportunities that may or may not cooperate. Meal planning becomes meal hoping with better posture. 8. Situational awareness overlap. Both preppers and homeless individuals rely heavily on awareness, reading environments, anticipating risks, noticing subtle changes. The difference is frequency. One practices it, the other lives inside it continuously. Awareness stops being a skill and becomes background processing, and you stop scanning for problems and start assuming they're early. 9. Adaptability as core survival. Adaptability sits at the center of both lifestyles. Plans shift, conditions change, and flexibility determines outcomes. A homeless prepper refines this constantly, turning adjustment into second nature rather than occasional necessity. You don't rise to the occasion, you adjust to it mid-step. 10. The irony of preparedness. The greatest irony is that the homeless prepper becomes highly prepared for a life that doesn't allow full preparation. The mindset persists, even when circumstances limit its expression. You prepare anyway, knowing full well the road will edit your plans without asking. You become extremely ready for things that refuse to go as planned. So there it is, the homeless prepper, a walking contradiction wrapped in practicality and trimmed down by necessity. It's not about having everything you might need. It's about knowing what you can live without when the list gets shorter than your patience. Preparedness doesn't disappear out here, it just changes shape, becoming lighter, sharper, and occasionally sarcastic about its own limitations. And somewhere in that tension, there's a strange kind of mastery, planning just enough to help, but not so much that it slows you down when the world decides to improvise. I hope your road is a good one, and if you're homeless, I hope it doesn't suck for you. And remember, the best backup plan is the one that still works after reality ignores it. Peace. If you'd like to support what I'm doing here at Hobo Road, I want to be honest about what that means. A lot of this channel is built from a tent, from a phone screen, from library computers, from borrowed outlets, weak signals, and whatever battery percentage survived the day. It's not some polished studio operation with sponsors and assistants. It's one guy trying to create something useful, thoughtful, and real from the margins. The books haven't made much money. Most of this doesn't pay in profit. It pays in purpose, stubbornness, and occasionally additional poverty. But I keep doing it because I believe homelessness survival awareness matters, and because some of you have told me it matters to you too. If you'd like to help keep that road lit a little longer, there are a few ways. You can support directly through PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, or Patreon using the links below. You can also join the channel membership for $1.99 a month, which gets you loyalty badges next to your name, custom emojis, and member perks in comments and live chats. You can pick up my books, The Weight of Silence, the Homeless Survival Handbook ebook, the audiobook on Google Play, or order a physical copy through lulu.com with the link below. You can also grab some merch. Every little bit genuinely helps more than you know, and I appreciate it.